What's going on, everyone? It's Token, and today we are back with more VGC Climbing the Ladder with our sand team. And today we're just hoping for less RNG than last episode and for some really competitive battles. So thank you for tuning in today's episode. Your support is greatly appreciated as always. Definitely leave us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode. Definitely leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode. Not sure if you could have comprehended that, as well as subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon related content. If you are unfamiliar with our sand team, since we've only had one episode with this team go up, as well as our showdown live, it consists of Gigalith, Garchomp, Tapu Fini, Talonflame, Tapu Koko, and Celesteela. The main center of the team is Garchomp because we're rocking out with Sandville, Bright Powder Garchomp for the giggles, for the laughs, for the fun of it. And we're pretty much trying to set up Swords Dance with Garchomp, maybe support it with a Tailwind so they can even be even more monstrous as a threat. There's a few things that will outspeed Garchomp and can really can make his ability to run through a team a little hard to do. But yes, the team is sitting around Swords Dance, Bright Powder, Sandville, Garchomp. I have Wide Guard on Gigalith to avoid being earthquaked into, as well to avoid stuff like Blizzard and stuff that would threaten our duo of Gigalith and Garchomp. Then we have Tapu Fini to help with our Rain matchup, as well as help with the Drifblim Lele matchup. We have Talonflame because Arcanine would get EQ'd into, so that's the main reason, as well as Tailwind support actually really does help for Garchomp to sweep. But I haven't brought Talonflame to many games yet because I did do some games off screen, obviously. And then we have Choice Specs Tapu Koko to kind of nuke some threats that we need to just get out of the way really early on and kind of catch some things off guard. Arcanine can be a little annoying to deal with if an opponent plays it really well, and Choice Specs Tapu Koko with its electric terrain up can just OHKO that depending on its spread. So that's pretty nice. And then just standard Celesteela to help with Kartana and to just be a solid switch in because we needed a Pokemon that can like tank out a hit and then still be at a decent amount of health, and that's what Celesteela usually provides for you with that still flying typing that resists so much. But alright, I didn't have my headphones in because I'm bad at this. We do get a 15-18 opponent from Japan, Tokyo, and they are going to be rocking out with a team of Araquanid, Drifblim Lele, Kartana, Arcanine, and Celesteela. So looking at my opponent's team, it's honestly really interesting that they have an Araquanid but no form of Trick Room, but I guess that's to help their Trick Room matchup in case it does get set up. So that makes a little bit more sense. No, Garchomp is also pretty interesting. And we don't deal with opposing Garchomps the absolute best, considering we don't have Ice Beam on anything, and Moonblast won't OHKO it from Tapu Fini, and depending on the spread, Choice Specs Dazzling Gleam also won't OHKO, because it doesn't, Choice Specs Dazzling Gleam doesn't OHKO our Garchomp. However, I'm not sure what I want to lead with. I could just go Gigalith, Tapu Fini, but if my opponent leads Kartana, then that's terrible. So I'm actually going to lead, I'm going to bring the, no, do I want to, yeah, I'm going to bring Talonflame, I'm going to bring Tapu Fini, I'm going to bring Celesteela, and then I think I'm going to bring Tapu Koko. Yeah, we're going to leave the sand on the bench. We're going to leave the sand on the bench for this one. Pretty much what I'm thinking is that Tapu Fini, obviously, like I said, before we even got in this match, is that Tapu Fini really does help with our Drifblim Lele matchup. I really want Talonflame on the field so it can threaten the Kartana that threatens our Tapu Fini, so that's my thought process there, as well as I can match up Tailwinds if necessary, so that my opponent doesn't really kind of doesn't use the speed to really overpower our team. And then yeah, my opponent does lead with Drifblim Lele. So I could have went Giggles just in case. Giggles actually would have been good here. Giggles would have been good. But alright, the Psychic Terrain does get set up. Drifloon eats its Psychic Seeds. And now Misty Terrain gets set up because Tapu Fini is slower. And we are going to see what we want to do here. I am actually just going to right away switch into Celesteela. That's the reason I brought it, because I felt I might just want to switch right into it right away. And then I'm just going to Calm Mind with Fini. If my opponent wants to switch in like... if they want to switch in Kartana at some point, that's fine. Opponent does just go for the Tailwind, and what else do they go for? Maybe a Psychic into Talonflame. What do they go for? Yep, Psychic into Talonflame. Alright, I like that. No special defense drop. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we will be Calm Minded. Alright, so not too bad of a first turn. I really like that a lot. So now what I'm looking at is that I do want to heavy slam into this slot. My opponent can just bring in the Arcanine. However, I don't mind that. I can switch in Talonflame on that any day of the week, and as well as I will Muddy Water just to really take advantage of if the Arcanine switch in ends up being the thing that happens. So my opponent is withdrawing. Is that Arcanine? Show me Arcanine. It's their own Celesteela. So I do kind of wish I would have leech seeded. Kind of forgot that they had Celesteela on their team. And my opponent Will-O-Wisp stuff, that's fine. I completely forget. I just literally just blinked that flying types don't get helped by the Misty Surge. Flying types don't touch the ground, so they don't get helped from that. We will get the accuracy drop on both Pokemon, and then we will also go for a heavy slam into the slot. Won't be doing much, but it's fine. That is fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is actually Leech Seed into the Drifblim slot. And because now I'm thinking that my opponent brought Celesteela over Kartana in this matchup, considering that I had Talonflame and it outspeeds it and can OHKO it. So I'm going to Leech Seed the Drifblim slot, expecting it to either just sit around and be kind of annoying, or to switch into Lele, or to switch into Arcanine. And then I'm going to Muddy Water again, or should I Calm Mind? Kind of want to Calm Mind, but we're likely going to get Leech Seeded into here, but is that an issue? No, I'm gonna Calm Mind again. That's not a big enough issue in my opinion. So Shadow Ball likely into Finny, or is that into Celesteela? Yeah, it's into Finny now. So finding some damage and then Leech Seed into Finny probably as well. That is fine. That is fine. We do have the berry, so if it comes down to it, we will just eat our berry. My opponent didn't miss any attacks, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not trying to rely on RNG to win this game. And then we'll Leech Seed the Drifblim, and we don't miss the Leech Seed, so that's great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into Talonflame to then threaten the Celesteela. I wanted Leech Seed up before I brought in Celesteela, and I kind of wanted to scout out what my opponent did that turn, just to kind of see what they decided to do, if they switched anything in, what exactly was going to go down that turn. So now I'm going to switch into Talonflame on my Celesteela slot, or I can just Leech Seed the Celesteela again. I can just Leech Seed the Celesteela as well, but I really do need to put pressure on this Celesteela now that it does have my own. And it does have my Tapu Fini Leech Seed, and Finny's like a huge offensive presence now that it's Calm Minded up twice. So I'm going to switch into Talonflame, and I am going to go for a Muddy Water. Tailwind should be petering out. I think after this turn, this turn the Tailwind will peter out. So we're going to go back into Talonflame now. Drifblim goes for Shadow Ball. This looks like it's on Talonflame. Yes, it is. Alright, this is good damage. Oh, not the special defense drop, though. Oh, okay, we avoid the flamethrower at least, though. So I guess that makes up for the special defense drop. And we'll get another Muddy Water off, and we get another accuracy drop on Drifblim, but not one on Celesteela, but that's fine. Alright, that special defense drop is an issue though. Special defense drop is a definite issue. However, I think we can live. I'm pretty sure we can live another. So I'm going to Infernal Overdrive the Celesteela. And I'm going to just go for a Moonblast, I think, on Drifblim. Because I'll definitely take out Cell. Yeah, I'm just going to Moonblast the Drifblim slot. See how that works out. Celesteela does protect. Makes sense. I didn't wanna go for the overheat just yet. So we'll get another Shadow Ball. Can we live that even with the defense? Oh, my opponent then gets a crit. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. At least we will take out the Drifblim. Alright, and does Tailwind peter out this turn? It should definitely have petered out this turn. Let's check that out. After more Leech Seed from my opponent. I think it already petered out. I guess I just missed it. I guess I just missed it. But alright, we're going into Tapu Koko here. Because now Celesteela can't protect. So that's definitely the business. The only thing I'm afraid of is if is Lele targeting our Tapu Koko and taking it out. However, Celesteela cannot protect. So that is still our play's definitely to go for Thunderbolt, I think, on Celesteela. Because we want Celesteela gone. Yeah, we want Celesteela gone. So we're going for Thunderbolt on that slot. And I'm actually just going to Moonblast Lele. Yeah, I'm just going to Moonblast Lele. We want Celesteela gone. I think we can definitely win this game with Celesteela gone. So Thunderbolt into Celesteela. It should take it out since we're Specs. No! Okay, we do get a paralysis, but man, I would have went for Muddy Water. We don't live that. Because it is Light Orb. It is Light Orb Lele. We'll go for a +2 Moonblast into that slot. We won't take it out. Alright, this is going to be hard to win. It does bring us down to a berry at least. Oh, why did Celesteela have to live that though? Why did it have to live that? Alright, well that really freaking sucks. That really sucks that it lived that hit. Because now this is going to be hard to win. Just concerned that my opponent will likely just protect it this turn. There's no reason, honestly, for them not to. And then they can just, then my opponent can just, and it's like Psychic's going to do a heap of damage to our Lele. I mean, to our Finny. We'll likely lose Finny this turn, honestly. So then it's going to come down to what my opponent's last Pokemon is. And if it's Arcanine, we definitely lose. So, Psychic into Finny, I can't protect it. We do live. Muddy Water, and we connect on both, so we'll take out both. So, we likely don't outspeed an Arcanine though. So if Arcanine's the last Pokemon, we definitely lose this. Because we don't outspeed Arcanine, and it can just go for Flare Blitz, it can just pretty much go for whatever. And take out our Finny, and Celesteela will not be able to 1v1 it. In no way will our Celesteela be able to 1v1 an Arcanine. So that's really unfortunate that that Thunderbolt just didn't take out Celesteela. Pretty sure I lived on 5% or less health. But, yeah, that just sucks. Just kind of sucks. And it is Arcanine. Of course it's Arcanine. Oh, man. There's no way we outspeed this. There's no way we outspeed this. There's no chance. I have to Leech Seed, and I just have to pray that we somehow outspeed Arcanine, but I highly doubt we outspeed it. Highly doubt unless he's running some extremely slow Arcanine just because he has Tailwind to his disposal. That's the only chance we have. Slow Arcanine. Arcanine's going to protect. Okay, I guess trying to get a little bit more burn damage on us. Alright, it gets a little bit more burn damage, but with the burn nerf left over, his heals back the same amount of health that you lose from burn, so doesn't really do anything. I'm not really sure what my opponent was doing there. I'm not really sure. I guess scouting out to see if I was just going to go for the Muddy Water, seeing what I was doing. I don't really know what they were doing there. If Arcanine outspeeds, we lose. Alright, Flare Blitz on to Finny, we likely lose. Can we live? Oh, we can't live. That would have been beautiful. That's what really sucks, because if the Celesteela would have died to the Thunderbolt, then we wouldn't have had that heavy slam damage. So then we would have definitely been able to live that Flare Blitz, and then we could have won this game. But unfortunately, that is not what's going to happen now. That is not. So I'll see if there's some slim chance that this isn't a very offensive Arcanine, and that we can somehow live a Flare Blitz. It chunks its health, and then maybe I can get this Leech Seed recovery, the Leech Seed recovery I'd get after living a Flare Blitz, and then protect again, and somehow beat this Arcanine. But in any scenario, I would envision that it's even a that it was a Pinchberry Arcanine, but right now we're going to see that it isn't a Pinchberry Arcanine. It is going to be Fire MZ Arcanine. So I think that actually seals the deal, because that's going to do enough damage to our Flare Blitz should, no matter how inoffensive this Arcanine is, it should take us out. So that is game. Good game to my opponents. I could have probably played our Finny better. I could have definitely probably played Finny a little bit better. I kind of didn't need the second Calm Mind. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we live this, but yeah, I guess I didn't really need the second Calm Mind. Just that special defense drop, and then on top of that, I thought we could have lived, and then we got crit on our Talonflame. That was really demoralizing, but that's kind of how it's been going for me as of late. It's kind of how it's just been going. But all right, the Flare Blitz will likely take us out. Just want to make sure. No reason not to make sure. And alright, that does take us out. So that is GG's. GG's. Lost to Seoji. Well, GG's to Seoji. Yeah, it's special defense drop and not taking out that cell still. I can't complain if that wasn't a roll. I'm not completely sure because I don't know if cell still is investment. But that special defense drop, on top of getting crit right after the drop, so I couldn't have even gauged if we could have lived another Shadow Ball at that health. That really stung. Really stung. But alright, we'll get another game. These things happen. We'll get another game. See if we can bounce back, as we do get an opponent really quickly. 1532 from the United States in Georgia with the name Kid, and they are going to have a ridiculous team of Sun, but then Pelipper, and then Garchomp, and then Exercitry, and then Tapu Bulu. So this team's all over the place. Definitely going to lead Tapu Koko, and I'm going to lead Tapu Koko and Talonflame, I'm pretty sure. Opponent doesn't have Trick Room or anything, so that's good at least. I'll go Garchomp. I think Celesteela. It's just that the Torkoal and the Xurkitree are scaring me, but then Lilligant and Solar Beam Turkle scare the Tapu Fini and Xurkitree and Tapu Bulu. Yeah, Tapu Fini is really bad, and then Gigalith, obviously Lilligant, Tapu Bulu, and yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, but Gigalith has Wide Guard, so I should definitely bring Gigalith. Yeah, I'm actually going to lead Gigalith, hoping to catch my opponent off guard with excuse me. Hoping to catch my opponent off guard with Wide Guard. I'm going to lead Gigalith. And I actually probably should have brought Koko in the back, considering my opponent can just change the terrain and then go for Sleep Powder. They actually lead Tapu Bulu and Torkoal. Huh. Tapu Bulu Torkoal. Alright, I'm going to Volt Switch and Protect. Volt Switch off the Torkoal and Protect. My opponent might just protect Torkoal. No, they withdraw Torkoal. Oh, into Garchomp. Good freaking play. Good play on my opponent's end. Volt switched right on into that slot. Horn Leech into Koko. Is this Banded? Is it Banded? Oh, God, that almost took us out already. So now I'll Volt Switch off the Bulu. If my opponent predicts that, it is whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm actually going to switch in Talonflame on the Gigalith slot, I think. Yeah, that's my play. That is my play. Because Gigalith's heavily threatened here by the Z move, by the Bulu. I need it out. So we'll Volt Switch off for the Tapu Bulu. My opponent does not protect it. That is good. We'll switch into Garchomp. Do get the Earthquake. Garchomp takes that beautifully. They do get a Horn Leech into into Gigalith, so that's fine. So now here I see my opponent protecting their Tapu Bulu or switching it out. So what I want to do here is Will-O-Wisp my opponent's Garchomp. I do think after a burn we can take a Rock Slide, so that's what I'm going to do. Kind of want a Tailwind as well, but I think that's the better play. So I'm going to Swords Dance up, and I am going to Will-O-Wisp my opponent's Garchomp. I do think my opponent will either protect or switch out their Tapu Bulu. They protect Tapu Bulu, so perfect. Can we please hit a Will-O-Wisp on Garchomp? Can we please hit this? Please? Yes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. And then let's Swords Dance up. There we are. Then what is my opponent? Rock Slide. And Garchomp avoids. Who cares? Not the wrong one avoided. The wrong one. Here I'm going to Rock Slide actually. I know that might seem weird, but I think that's the better play so that we can hit a Torkoal if it switches in on my predicted fire type move. Now I'm actually going to switch in Gigalith. I want Talonflame around for later to deal with the Bulu, and I do think Bulu either switches out or does something. I don't think Bulu stays in here. Yeah, Bulu doesn't stay in. Torkoal comes out, so the Rock Slide was the play and the switch out was the play. So we real Rock Slide, we hit both Pokemon, so we might even get a flinch on Garchomp. Good stuff. It was a bulky Torkoal. And we do flinch Garchomp. So now with Garchomp burned, I don't feel any no huge priority in the need for me to go for a Wide Guard to stop it from Torkoal just protecting and from Garchomp just going for a Earthquake. Even though I do kind of want to Swords Dance again, to be completely honest, I do want to Swords. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to Swords Dance again and protect Gigalith. That's what I'm going to do, so we can do even more damage. Yep, this Torkoal definitely protects. Makes sense. My opponent likely went for an EQ. Garchomp eats that up. It ate it up before Garchomp was burned, and now it's definitely going to eat it up. And oh, Dragon Claw. It has Dragon Claw. Okay, okay. Okay, that caught me a little off guard. Alright guys, so sorry for that cut. I just got interrupted and brother came in my room, so sorry for that cut, but we're back on track now. So I'm just going to Earthquake, and I am going to Wide Guard. I just literally don't have time to record another battle just to get rid of the cut. So we're going to have to deal with it. So alright, Earthquake and Wide Guard. Torkoal's going to withdraw, that is fine. Back in a Bulu, so yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit of an issue. Since my opponent's Garchomp has Wide Guard and we don't, I mean, it has Dragon Claw and we don't have You don't have Dragon Claw. No, it crit us? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. I can't even... Oh my god. Oh god. Alright, well I think we lose this game because of that crit. Because yeah, I need a guard chomp to win this game. It's like now I can dazzling game and finally get rid of my opponent's opposing guard chomp, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Kinda wanna just protect. No, I have to rock MZ and hope that my opponent doesn't target Gigalith. So you do Dazzling Gleam, that should take out guard chomp. Oh my god, and it lives on a sliver of health. Oh my freaking god. This is so freaking ridiculous. This is not even this is not even fun. Because now my opponent probably doubled up on Gigalith. There's really no reason for them to have not had. And that looks like a crit as well. Okay, it wasn't, but the Horn Leech is going to take out Gigalith, so there's that. Neither of my two outspeed Lilligant, so if it hits a Leech Storm, we lose the game. Considering that Sun is up. So yeah, if either of these, either of my opponents two, if Lilligant hits a Leaf Storm, we lose. And I will just, I guess I'll Z move the Lilligant slot. And it has nature power, so yeah, that's definitely game. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm sorry, that was not a fun episode for me to record as both games were decided by crits. However, that's the way they could, well, one game was decided by a special defense drop that then, well no, it pretty much was a crit because I don't know if it would have lived that or not. So both games decided by crits was not fun for me to play in at all. I gotta get out of here though, got lots of stuff I gotta get done today and I got work here in a little bit, so thank you for tuning in. Your support is greatly appreciated as always. However, that was not fun for me. Hopefully we can have some more fun battles in the future with this team. I'll see you guys in the next one. For now though, peace.